Hi, my name is Ryan, and in this video we'll be creating this simple loading animation in CSS. So let's go to our HTML file. Inside the body section I have a div element with the class of container, and inside this div element we have 5 more divs, each with a class of circle. I've also given these div elements a second class starting from circle 1 to circle 5. Now let's start styling them. I'll go to my CSS file and I've already given the body a background color of orange. Now let's target the divs with the class of circle. I'll set the width to 50 pixel. I'll set their height to 50 pixel. I'll give them a background color of white, which is FFF. I'll give it a border radius of 50% in order to make them a circle, and finally I'm going to add a margin of 5 pixel. But we don't want these circles to be stacked one above the other. Instead we want them to be placed side by side. So we'll target the parent div with the class of container and set the display to flex. So now they are placed side by side. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to position these circles in the center of the screen. For that I'm going to give it a position of absolute. I'll position it at a 50% from top and at 50% from the left, and finally use the transform property. And translate it by -50% on the x-axis and -50% on the y-axis. So now circles are exactly in the center. The next thing we need to do is add in the animation. For that we need to set the keyframes rule. And how do we do it? We write @keyframes and give this animation a name. So right now I'll give it a name of animate. You can give it a name of your choice, and inside this I'm going to write from. Let me first write it and I'll explain it to you. I'll write from background color of FFF to background color of orange. So all I'm trying to say is start the animation with the background color of FFF, which is white, the original color of the circle, and end the animation with the background color of orange. But this animation is not going to work yet because we have not yet set it to our circles. So in order to add the animation to our div elements with the class of circle, we'll come up here and we'll say animation name animate, because that's the name we had given to our animation. The next thing we need to do is we need to add the animation duration. We'll set it to 2 seconds, and finally we need to add the animation iteration count, and I'll set it to infinite. So now if you check in the browser, circles have now got the animation and they are blinking, but we don't want all of the circles to blink at the same time. We want the first circle to blink and then the next, then the third, then the fourth, and so on. So for that we need to add in a delay to the circles. So let's go to our index.html file for a moment and have a look at the div elements inside the container class. If you see these div elements, we have given them a second class starting from circle 1 to circle 5. So in order to add the animation delay, we'll be using these classes. So I'll go to my styles.css file I'll come down here and I'll target the circle 2. I won't be giving any delay to the circle 1. I'll start from circle 2. So I'll say animation delay. I'll set it to 0.2 seconds. So now if you check in the browser, the second circle is being animated after a delay which is of 0.2 seconds. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it 3 more times. This I'll change it to circle 3 and I'll set the animation delay to 0.4 seconds. This becomes circle 4 and I'll change the delay to 6.6 seconds. And finally, circle 5 gets an animation delay of 0.8 seconds. So now if you have a look in the browser, we now have a loading animation which is exactly what we needed. So this was a very short video and that is it. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.